Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for making the time to be here. My name is Traci Park, and I am the councilwoman for the 11th District. I am here with you today as the custodian of the district, which is home to Marilyn Monroe's beloved final residence. I am also here today as a defender of our city's rich history and heritage. Like so many people around the world, the life and legacy of Marilyn Monroe have always captivated me. On Wednesday, my team and I learned that the iconic and historic home where Marilyn Monroe lived and died has been acquired by a new owner, and that an application for a demolition permit had been submitted and was pending here at the city. Unfortunately, no plans have been submitted by the new owner indicating what they intend to do with the property. Immediately, my team and I sprung into action, and we began meeting with the planning department for more information and background on this. But unfortunately, the Department of Building and Safety issued a demolition permit before my team and I could fully intervene and get this issue resolved. Like the many, many hundreds of people from all over the world who have contacted my office over the last 48 hours, I am extremely concerned about this, and I recognize the need for urgent action by the city. For people all over the world, Marilyn Monroe was more than just a movie icon. Her story, from her challenging childhood, growing up in orphanages and foster homes, to becoming a global sensation, is a shining example of what it means to overcome adversity. One of my favorite quotes still resonates. Marilyn Monroe once said, "Sometimes good things fall apart so that even better things can fall together." This statement echoes her life's journey, a testament to everyone who has faced hardship and risen above it. Born Norma Jean Mortensen in 1926, her path was full of obstacles, but she knew no limits, and she left an indelible mark on Hollywood and the entire world. Despite her iconic status, Marilyn Monroe constantly battled for fair compensation, often earning far less than men and far less than what she was actually worth, an issue that women are still fighting to correct today. Although she faced professional and personal setbacks, including dismissal by the studios, she demonstrated her tenacity by reclaiming her roles and proving her talent. Her relentless spirit and determination to overcome those personal and professional challenges symbolize her fight against the odds and the pursuit of respect and equity for women in an industry where all too often women were treated as less than. Because her journey ended too soon, it fuels our imagination. We're left to ask, would she have broken those glass ceilings if only she had had a little more time? Although many women didn't acknowledge it at the time, Marilyn was an era-defining figure. Her Brentwood home, built in 1929, stands as a touching reminder of her final days, a place where she found peace and expressed her personal style. Each detail of the home, from its wooden beam ceilings to the tiles that she handpicked on her journeys from around the world, the home reflects her personal character. Despite having lived there for only a brief time before her tragic and untimely death, she deeply valued this home. It was her own. And to her and to us, this home is more than just a brick and mortar building. It is a symbol of her journey and our identity as Angelenos. The global concern that has flooded my office over the last couple of days about the potential demolition of this historic site reaffirms its significance. The overwhelming sentiment here is clear. This home must be preserved as a crucial piece of Hollywood's and the city of Los Angeles's history, culture, and legacy. Our city's distinctive character is defined by legends like Marilyn Monroe. We have an obligation to ensure that their stories continue to inspire future generations. That's why this morning in council, I will be bringing a motion to initiate consideration of historic cultural monument status for Marilyn Monroe's Brentwood home. This will be the first step in ensuring that we can protect this home against demolition. So thank you for your being here this morning, and I'm happy to take some questions. So thank you for the question, Craig. Right now, we know that the home was purchased by an LLC, but we don't currently know who the individual owners are.
So it sounds like there's like a little bit of I mean, this private ownership, right? So they could still, does this stop them from tearing it down?
So what my motion will do is initiate the process to have this designated, and it will at least temporarily stop demolition while it goes through the process.
Well, what's the house now?
So the home is owned by an LLC. So the home, as I understand it, changed hands back in 2017 to another individual owner, and it was sold again in July of 2023. Shortly thereafter, an application was submitted for a demolition, although no plans have been submitted indicating what the new owner intends to do with it.
So you can do this like, we don't learn about this Wednesday. This is a little unusual that suddenly bring a motion to this.
This is unusual, and it's all happened very fast. We learned about this at the same time the rest of the city learned about it, and we have been working around the clock for about the last 48 hours to get this motion ready and to initiate this process. When I say that we have heard from people around the world, I am not making that up. We have received hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of emails from every corner of the world begging for us to step up and do something about this. And I can't imagine either a figure or a home that is more iconic or known around the world than Marilyn Monroe and her Brentwood residence. Yes?
What do you think this house represents to the city of LA?
So I think this home represents so much of our history and our culture and the legacy of Hollywood itself. Marilyn herself is an iconic figure known around the world, and the home that she lived in, the time that she spent there, the unique stylistic and personal touches that she put on it are reflective not only of the era, but of the importance of Hollywood as an industry and a cultural center for our entire city. Yes?
What's the zoning? Is it C1, C2, C3? Is it single house? Or?
So I'm going to defer to my planning deputy on this. Single family zoning, yes. Yes.
This might also be a staff question, but hoping you can just walk us through the logistics of what would happen if you have a floor vote on this today. How will it move forward in that next?
So I am going to be asking for a floor vote on this morning so that we can immediately move forward with the application, which will halt the demolition process. And I am hopeful that if we are successful on that today, and I hope that we will be, this will be the first step in the process of ultimately trying to protect this home forever for future generations.
And do you have any sense of whether other council members are supportive of it?
I'm hopeful, but I haven't had the opportunity to fully engage with all of them. As I've said, this has been happening in real time very quickly over the last couple of days. Yes?
Are you a Marilyn Monroe fan? No.
You know, like I said at the beginning of my remarks, her story, her legacy, her journey, the tragic circumstances of her untimely death are a story that have always resonated with me. Her struggles in Hollywood for equality, especially in compensation, her struggle to be recognized as a talent and an artist in her own right, are pieces of her legacy that have always personally resonated with me. And we see so many of the threads of her personal struggles still impacting women in the workplace, especially in Hollywood, even in 2023, 60 years after her untimely death. Yes?
This is kind of like a historic and real estate law type kind of question, but pre-purchase, they didn't know that this was going to happen. How difficult is that
Well, you know, one of the questions that I have had is why this didn't actually happen sooner. Oops, sorry, Craig. And, you know, it unfortunately probably should have been done a long time ago. But at the end of the day, this iconic cultural home is something that is extremely valuable and represents a significant piece of our history and heritage as a city. And that's why we're going to go forward with the process today, even though the circumstances are a bit unusual.
The Department of Building and Safety, they approved the permit as you said. Does that mean, because I saw in a few places that it's still not fully clear to move forward, they couldn't, in other words, demolish it today, or could they?
As far as I know, the threat of demolition today is real. This could happen. This permit is out there, which is why it is so urgent that we take action today as a city to begin the process of protecting this from demolition.
We have to wrap up because we have council. I do have availability on our schedule between 10 and 10:30 if anyone else has other questions, but we need to get her now to the important part, and that's getting the motion on the floor.
All right. Thank you all for coming. Really appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah.